Hello, this is... I always forget my intro. It sucks. Why do I always forget it? This is the VTuber V-Voider Junior Cobalt Detective Blues. And I'm here because I need to see if this bad boy lives up to the hype. So, I am squeamish with horror. Okay, I've said it so many times during my stream, horror is not my thing. With that said, what I do like is visual novels, such as like Slay the Princess and like a few others. So, content warning, this is a horror game, and it's not intended for all audiences. You won't be able to save everyone, you might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. And of course, the reason I got this is because I saw a lot of talk on Blue Sky about it. So I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. I mean, Black Tabby Games made this. So, of course, I'm going to try to, do this, So, there we go. Got the full screen. All right. There we go. All right. Let me press exit. All right. So, now that I got that at full screened, let's see what's so special about this game, huh? I'm prepared. I can handle this. I got this. I got this. Let's begin. Start. Oh, my name. Well, of course. Blues. In the city of Townsville. You know what? I've always made it a point to play a girl in a lot of games if I have the option. No special reason. I just prefer it. Oh, we get traits. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to lock in. I wasn't expecting us to get traits and stuff. Okay, hold on. Before I Okay. Powerful build, tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room, a mean right hook. Ooh. Oh. Okay, mystical, strange or unusual. You see the threads of realities in ways others cannot. Talk to animals. You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Good at lying and hard to lie too. Fast talker. You can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Keen eye. Observant with the knack of picking up small details. Empathetic. Book smart. Well read and rational. Possesses a wealth in esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. A talented researcher. Hot. Yo, I am sexy. I am sexy as fuck. A natural flirt. Extremely good looking. People just like you. Probably because you're a good person. Okay. But you could be extremely good looking, a natural flirt, and also be a bad person. You know what? I think... So whenever I do games like this, I always go for... I always kind of go for the mystical and kind of street smart. You know, the riffraff, street rat. I don't buy that. So you know what? I'm gonna go with the street smart. Oh. You know what? I'm also gonna go with the mystical. Street smart, mystical. Like if the mystical wasn't there, I would probably do street smart and keen eye, or street smart and hot. But I think mystical and street smart makes for a pretty cool combination. So I'm in there. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off. Now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Mystical. But it was also more than just social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made, because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now, the end of your long journey's in sight. You're almost in Scarlethollow. Woo! That's a nice little intro. I like it. I dig it. All right, let's keep going. So anyway, I was saying. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours talking at you without pause. Oh boy, we have a yapper. Yapper on the loose. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly. That was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. Ooh. Hey buddy, take the hint. I'm not into you. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Feigning illness. Oh shit, this is a lot of stuff. Okay. You know what? Street smart, baby. Oh, my stomach. You violently fake a coughing fit. Pretending to be sick has always been one of the better ways to get people to leave you alone in strange places. Oh, are you sick? That's alright, I'm pretty sure I've already had whatever you've got. I'm sick all the time. Gotta keep my immune system on its toes, you know? So this girl comes up to it, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out. And her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me. Like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you just want to kill somebody? Okay. Stop trying to get a rise out of me. I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I never felt that way. No. Oh yeah, all the time. What's wrong with you? Smile and pretend he didn't say that. You know what? I'm street smart and I'm in character. Stop trying to get a rise out of me. I don't want this conversation. I never wanted this conversation. I just wanted to sit on this bus ride back home. Shut up! Stop. Stop it. Huh? Stop what? Whatever it is you think you're doing right now. You know what I'm talking about. This whole corner a stranger on the bus and try to make them uncomfortable set. I'm not playing alone. Alright. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now. I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on the bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Ha ha. That's interesting. Smart move. Get out while you still can. What's wrong with you? Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and threatened to kill her? Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. You just told me you did. Okay, maybe just over text. Just a little, but fatherhood is scary. Plus her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand, she's chill. Anyway, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be heading to Scarlethollow, right? Or Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see? There's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Ew, Facebook. Gross. You could tell you could tell this was made for a long time ago. Hope they didn't die. I just love talking your ear off. Like, dude, come on, read the fucking room, will ya? I kind of just don't want to be bothered. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. The boiled peanuts! Got them at a gas station a few buses back. I know you haven't eaten much, so I figured you'd use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking up dialogue open establish new facts about who you are. Screw you and screw your peanuts! I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanuts. You know what? It's a nice gesture. Take the peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I'll leave you. Safe travels, friend. He was so annoying. And just like that, the stranger's gone. Yeah, that guy was super annoying. Like, super annoying. I hated him. I never want to see that guy again. Alright, let's continue. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next up, Scarlethollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlethollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous at best. It's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in its place behind. Whoa! Hi, Blues. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be here. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Nah. Hey, Tabitha. I'm sorry, Tabitha. Offer her your boiled peanuts as a condolence. Want some peanuts? I got them from the bus. You hold out the dripping bag, offering it to your cousin. What? Put those away. Why would I want your wet peanuts? Now come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to the old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Whew. That was a nice first meeting, huh? It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Alright, tip. Dialogue options label Explorer can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Ooh, I'm liking this so far. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. Okay, hold on. So I'm street smart, right? Hold on. Like I'm fully street smart, and I feel like a part of me would be sarcastic enough to go, "Guess we're both members of the damn moms club now." But I feel like that would be kind of harsh on her. So you know what? I'm just gonna say, how are you holding up? Fine. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really. So... Okay, since I went that way, now I'll do this. I guess we're both members of the damn moms club now, huh? Your cousin turns stare. I see hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension. She was someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. So, the funeral? It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Needy. Oh, okay. Jeez, that's almost a whole... Oh, gosh. That's almost a whole week. Oh, no. But no. Need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just need the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. I can't believe we've actually never met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Mystical. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Perlan and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. You sound like her right now. My mother. She hated that side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. She's the one who left. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up on the steep mountain road. Woo! That was a little comfy, wasn't it? That was super uncomfy. I guess the damn moms club thing kind of, yeah, it's kind of rough. Okay. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its comely elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare to what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot long ago. Or a long, long time ago. As a writer, high key, the writing is fantastic. Like, even if I didn't have, like, the images, this is painting a really good picture. This place is a dump! You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold to the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful. Cool, thanks. So, damn, bitch, you live like this? It's beautiful. This place is falling apart. I thought y'all were loaded. Can't afford to fix this dump? Yeah, these are all kind of harsh. Cool. Thanks. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floors, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off, and if you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Mystical. As Tabitha speaks, your eyes are drawn to the windows and the overgrown garden outside. Dread and anxiety grips your lungs, and you can almost feel the ground beneath you start to slip. This place is a step away from being swallowed up and vanishing forever. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Okay, so I have some options. Oh, shit. Okay. So let's look at all the options here. Mystical. This place isn't safe. And I don't mean that in the sense of being perched on a literal cliff. Something is wrong here. Explore mystical. I can feel the weight of the world pulling down on this place. Street smart. Lie. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. Explore. Someone cleans this place? You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you actually seen what happens, or does this person just say they did and leave? This is so nice. It's nice. Awesome. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town we can buy food? I wonder if I want some ice cream. All right. What's next? Honestly, I'm gonna go with this one. This place isn't safe, and I don't mean that in the sense of it being perched on a literal cliff. Something's wrong here. Okay, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week. We should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always gonna be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you can have a rough time this week. Well, hey, I love PB&J, but is there somewhere in town I can buy food? You know, I might want to eat something other than PB&J. Well, aren't you fancy? La-dee-da. Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store? How very folksy. I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. PB&J it is then. Oh, awesome. I love PB&J. How'd you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I didn't. But good for you. What if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know. And there will be consequences. Alright, what's next? What's next on this glorious tour of this house that seems like the Ward is weighing on it? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on a countertop. Pet the cat. Hey! Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you hard and hisses violently. Tabitha sighs. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou-Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. Oh my gosh. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. This... I need explanations. Damn bitch, you live like this? This is awful, actually. What a wonderful bathroom. I absolutely love it. I always wanted to have one of those bathrooms with little feet on it. Glad you like it. That bathroom is extremely valuable antique. Ooh. Never mind, I don't want to go. Oh, so fun story. No, wait, never mind. Never mind. I don't want to tell that story. No, I'm not gonna do that. So there's a history me and my family have with like a particularly bad bathroom. I don't want to tell the story. I'm not gonna tell it, but it's okay. Hold on, no. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Well, I'm just gonna move the toilet seat and pray to God it works. Bug scatter from the bowl as you lift the seat. This is horrendous. You're good, actually. No, let's just use it. It's not. Let's just use it. The toilet's the toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is good place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. You didn't. I didn't wash my hands. Then again, never mind. I already took a lot of risks with the bathroom. Next up, guest bedroom. Let's stop on a tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. At least the bathroom looks nice. The bedroom. Even though the room smells old, dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-an-hour rant about her kid to get here to do it, so you better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No. People have died here. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. We can use the dresser. It should be empty. So, I feel like mystical is always going to override street smart. So anytime I see these two, unless the urge is particularly strong, it'll always go mystical first, then street smart, then, generic. I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. This room is pretty. This room is amazing. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself the rest of the day. Don't expect too much of me. Okay, some dialogue options will be open additional conversation paths. Some right away, others down the line. Okay, wow. I think... Let's see. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? Why are you being such a jerk to me? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you, but we can hang out when you get back. Honestly, I want to have a positive relationship with Tabitha. She seems so alone. Like, I can't help, like, even though she lives in a place like this, you know, with the weight of the world drowning it, it looks like she's alone in this place. And I kind of sympathize, you know? So, legit, I wanna be her friend. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Okay. Whew. Alright, give me 1 second. Whew. Have some good water. Okay. A PB&J sounds great right now. You know? You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of the ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like you would need, exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. Yo, look at that little fat, chunky cat. Oh. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place. The aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Okay. So, on second thought, you're not actually hungry anymore. No, that's not fair. I'm actually going to... I'm gonna search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door. Reading Janie, stay out in all caps. Below it, in a separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge, you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Okay, this don't look that bad. Calm down. Examine the old takeout. Oh. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting, beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in a styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad. It smells ancient. Eat it. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Alright, check the mayonnaise. You know you probably shouldn't, but part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. Exactly. Pick up the jar. Its label's flaking in your hand. Expired 10 years ago? This jar is all what? It's this jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. This is awful. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. I'm actually worried. I wasn't worried before. I'm worried now. I'm gonna take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna close the fridge. I don't trust the ice cream anyway. Return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. I cannot believe the kitchen looks like that. Like, the kitchen doesn't even look bad. Like, it looks a little old, you know? But it doesn't really look that bad. But the fridge? The container? Like, what are we doing here? What actually are we doing here? Like, oh my goodness. This is... I don't even know how I feel about anything I just saw, really. Like, I'm horrified. I'm horrified. Like, wow. Wow. But you know what, though? Like, I know I could have taken the ice cream. I could have. But I refused not to. Because I wanted to be honorable, you know? So, I'm being honorable. Okay. I will say, though, I'm terrified. Yeah, look at Frou Frou in the back. Okay, let's search the pantry. Tabitha sure loves some mac and cheese. Okay. I'm not gonna touch the mac and cheese. Just take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, knife, and some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Ew. I'm just gonna close the pantry. You close the pantry door as best as you can and return back to the rest of the kitchen. Okay. Because we need plates, right? The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Alright, yep. Grab the plate and the butter knife. Grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, NC, so your aunt and cousin actually travel sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you're going to route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Okay, examine the shot glass. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Okay, close the cabinet. Alright. Not yet. Frefro. Okay. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frefro's spot on the counter. Okay, back away. I back away from Frefro. Try not to make any sudden movements. Okay. Let's make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, You have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! You can feed yourself! All that hassle and it took less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Alright, let's check out that garden. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It may not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Let's explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, return to the kitchen. Alright, you head back inside and close the door behind you. Okay. I'm done here. Congratulations. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Okay, so I want to investigate the forbidden wings of the estate. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Okay. Except for the locks and chains sealing shut. Ooh, yes! An insurmountable obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. As the lock falls, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly, in the distance, you hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. The forbidden wings are yours to explore. Nah! Look, Tabby, Tabitha, Tabacita. I'm street smart, okay? Alright? I'm street smart and I'm in character. So, I'm supposed to be, the mystic but, lovable rogue scamp. Like, don't let the suit fool you. I am a lovable scamp, so let's get in there. She'll forgive me. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. Deep gashes tear across the floors, and years of detritus have turned what once must have been a magnificent and open ballroom into a tight and claustrophobic maze. Yo, the writing is fantastic. The piano you heard from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Whatever it is, it's nearby. It's probably just a self-playing model, but maybe you aren't as alone here as you thought. Let's examine the painting covering the far wall. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry black scratches cover the space where your mother should be. Wow, her mother must have really pissed them off. Alright, let's go find out about the piano. As far as you can tell, there are 3 exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through, and on your far right is a door beyond the broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you entered is the 3rd and final exit, a glass doorway. You can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. Move to investigate it more closely. As you approach the playing grows louder. Without a doubt, the piano's behind this door. Alright, yeah, let's try it. Though you try with all your might, it's just too heavy for you to do anything more than budget. Oh. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. A door you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay in the estate on your own. As we're heading to town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. Drop your bags off in your room and head out to explore the town. If you had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Let's go down the path. It really is pretty out here. Finally! You made it back to town. And boy, does it look like trash. Scarlethollow looks like trash. But I mean that in the best way. This like I feel, man, I feel like I've seen towns like this before. Like I really feel like I have. Ah, hold on one moment. But yeah, I gotta say, beautifully drawn. Beautifully drawn. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but the sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, the windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder suddenly, feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Yo, look at that puppy! Gretchen! Oh. Oh, hi, Gretchen. It happened so fast. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. A pug! She's so cute! I love pugs. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple weird growths. But for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. She's 17? It's gotta be really old for a dog, right? Sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. Hoping she beats the current record. Older and make it to 19. But yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? But, where are my manners? Talking to you for this long without introducing myself. I'm Stella. So often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of cold folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You're not in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Want some boiled peanuts? It's polite to offer food. Well, that's really kind of you to offer, but I couldn't take your food. You should hang on to those in case you get peckish. Anyways, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you're Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who will come to town for the funeral. I'll show up. To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? But I'll go. She's in conflict with herself. Whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. Hope you mean that metaphorically. To tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges. Most people don't really catch on to that. It'll probably be good for now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people would have gotten to be called her friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school production of A Midnight Summer's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got into town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee and they got these amazing biscuits. My treat? Well, you know, I've never been the one to turn down a pretty woman. Especially when, you know, it's her treat. So, let's go. Yo, look at this friendly little yeah! The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that strangers has entered the establishment. I'm sorry, is there something on my face? Hi everyone, I'm Blues. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into the booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet any strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Hey, Stella. Went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specifically brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Okay. Okay, hold on. If I can do this. Because I want to take a... I think this will be a perfect little... Just gonna hide. There we go. Just for a split second. All right, I'm coming back up. I'm back. That's gonna be the screenshot for my YouTube video. Oh, yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, of course. Okay, let's continue. Anything for you? Well, maybe, I guess. Offer them your poor peanuts. You all just still trying back up. No, thanks. I shouldn't take gifts while I'm on shift. Anything I can get you, though? Stella says she's buying. I'll have one of everything, please. Thank you. No. You know what? I heard the biscuits were to die for, Avery. So, I'll take a biscuit and a coffee. I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the friggin' brew into an empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and, sorry for your loss. Will you have the chance to respond? They're gone. Man, just, three attractive people and an adorable pug. I like this. This feels so homey. I'm gonna slam myself down. This feels super, homely. I like this. There's a comfort in this. Glad you took my advice with the biscuits. You won't regret it. If you ever want to get rid of those peanuts, there's a trash can right by the door. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of these things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I could think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? What's your angle here? My angle? I would never have an angle. She definitely has an angle. Well, I hope that angle's me. I mean, I wouldn't mind, me being that angle. I mean, I wouldn't blame her. I'm a damn catch, don't you know? Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there too. But before Stella could finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. When he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Thanks. It looks great. Oh, thanks, Avery. It looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from the surface. You don't even need to taste to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. Truly divine. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. So glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Haha. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Hey, me too! You and everyone else. How does that make you money? Oh, okay. Well, that's rad. What kind of videos do you do? What kind of videos do you do? Cool. She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel. Blues, it's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size any beaver I've ever seen. I've also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from the local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. That's an honest-to-God cryptid there. No way that's a beaver or dog, and there's no way a capybara would have been swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia, but that would still count as cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as cryptid by most standards. My comments section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. Oh, Stella, Twitter is so out. Like, even the name is out. We're in Blue Sky now. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was a really cool experience. And it meant the video did pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of surrogatory type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if you wanted to come along. It's pretty easy one this week. We would even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Alright, bye, Avery. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after the skunk ape. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids, and one of the smellier according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough, even if it is just worse Bigfoot. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky sort of thing? Well, that depends. Will Gretchen be there? Of course, it's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. Me and Kaneki and Reese running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese? I think there's a decent chance we get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Look, Stella, you're cute, so I will wait. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I was just asking to see if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just for the week. Anyway, we're going to look out for the skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. Hope we take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to... No, I think he asked... I think that's for Gretchen. Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about it, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him alone again. He's hilarious. You love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. You know what? You can't afford to leave it. You reach your pocket to pull out a nickel. You're worried it might be more of an insult to put such a meager pittance on the table than to simply avoid tipping at all. Nervous about the social implications, you slide the nipple back into your pocket. Stella, who hadn't noticed you fumbling with your pockets, pull out a 5 and lays it on the table. She waves to Avery. Thanks for the coffee, Avery. See you later. She turns to leave the diner, and you follow close behind. Yeah, we're broke, bitch. Yeah, we're super broke. We're the brokest of bitches here. Ah. All that talking. Whew. Leaves you thirsty. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see that your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know, following someone you just met into the dark forest in search of monsters. Yeah, we kind of we kind of put ourselves in a kidnapping situation. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped my mouse. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. Oh gosh. Ah. I dropped my second mouse. You feel a sense of foreboding. An overwhelming sense of foreboding, in fact, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instincts scream at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days, each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and to see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts and whatnot? You know, demons, werewolves, that sort of deal? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals. But werewolf lore lines up pretty well with great beasts of genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if there really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. That's actually that makes a lot of sense. I would be terrified if demons exist, because then you not only know they exist, but then having it like I'm into religion. I believe in religion, not organized, but general stuff. So, but it will still be a huge shock to see a demon. So let's hope all that is just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. When we're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. Whoa, you've got to be my friend Kanika's mom. You two get along. Has anything happened on these hikes? Or actually, no. I like this one better. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here other than cryptids? Cryptid-related things, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing a baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake, that's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell that it was there until you stepped onto it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all this stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I've salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Let's see. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping on nothing, girl. Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just plain old Duke. Now what the hell you doing looking for your way out here? Skunk Ape. Sorry I asked. Who's this you sucking into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Offer to your boiled peanuts. You don't have that slippery bag in front of Duke. It's growing quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack. Like the scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts from your pack? Nah, I'm all set, thank you. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? Especially steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter. I won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away with the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You seen anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. put this damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking, you know. I learned from the best. That you did. But I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chungabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. Lost 3 of them this week. Can afford to lose many more than that. I'm so sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You ever been on these woods as long as I have? Those son bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find me one in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting my chickens. Couldn't have been anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been actual sightings since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out here on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-aged Boy Scouts have been 100% confirmed. Your Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You done made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on the video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want to feel a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of those woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, a sinking feeling starts to pull at your stomach, and you glimpse brief flashes of something terrible to come. Whatever it is, the 4 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. I don't think this night ends well. How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, possums, bears don't make a difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Oh, don't you get started again. Your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods, a Scott paranormal investigator. Do you want to be that his legacy, girl? Besides, you know my boy Bo and me and headed down State Fair, show off the Big Betty this week. We gone days, and the chick coop might as well big all-you-can-eat sign on it if you don't nip it in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you don't know I have to put up a video about And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. As Duke and Stella dig their feet in, the feeling from before gains form and clarity. Somebody here is going to die tonight. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. One of us is going to die tonight. Now what's that supposed to mean? Trying to threaten me? I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. A weird, bad feeling. A weird, bad, terror bad feeling. It's not badical. It's horrifying. Whoa, are you psychic or something? Signs point to yes. Whoa, what am I thinking right now? Oh, hush, you ain't psychic. You're just trying to unsettle me to let y'all go off in the woods to film your little video. Blues, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I'm not freaked out by France theorists, the theatrics, but if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. I'm freaked out. Now run on home and get out of trouble. You go get from here. You don't get from here right now. I love Duke, that salty old bastard. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll get us around him. Okay. Lead the way. I already get my warnings. Let's see how it pans out. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's up ahead. Let's go. Please don't die, Stella. I really like you. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Am I holding the camera? She aims with the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Blues, and I find ourselves on a high hill on the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in News Ferry County. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. Oh, Stellars. This is Stella Searching. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. This is Stella with Stellar Searching. In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you. Something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong in the air. Feels oppressive. Dark. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling that skunk ape? No. Like a storm is coming. So you're saying that a storm is approaching? Foolishness, Stella. Foolishness. Oh, Stella, you dumb himbo. Don't worry, I checked the weather this morning. We're in for a beautiful, cloudless night. It really is perfect time for a hike. Unless you mean metaphorical storm. I think the weather radar picks up on those. But either way, my gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel okay. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud percussive snort. Did you hear that? Sounds like a deer. That's the sound a deer makes when they want to warn the rest of the herd about big scared predators like us. Let's check it out. Okay, Stella searchers. Stellars. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals returning to the woods, she reaches for a flashlight. Actually, this might be a good picture taking thing here. So now, let's continue with the game here. Oh boy, this is nerve-wracking. Alright. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for a flashlight. Oh, a single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Honestly, yeah. There's something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of. So they just get bigger and bigger. Poor things. But there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? You know, she doesn't seem to like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her quite to be the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Well, that got my heart rate up. Ready for the hunt. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and then we get right into the night's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. As settled down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Ooh, take the trail mix, extra M&Ms. Honestly? Extra M&Ms. Classic choice. It never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. And I use dried cherries instead of raisins. Maybe it's a bit of a controversial pick, but even as someone who's passionate about dried fruit, I simply cannot abide raisins. Aww. But you know what? I like raisins, but at the same time, it's not... It's like, if I have to eat it, I can eat it. Yes, finally, someone who gets it. Raisins are glorified mousetrappers. They destroy everything they touch. Definitely. Any other dried fruit is better. Glad to finally meet a fellow preserved fruit connoisseur who can appreciate my refined taste and trail mix. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snack in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws at a stick, distracted by the time for the time being. So tell me, what's it like in Townsville? Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be blues. I see. I live in an internet cafe. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. You know what? I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. And it's a mixed bag. At first, it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine. But now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. Lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter, and it smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you tried looking for a different place, or maybe finding a roommate? Oh, look at Gretchen. There's got to be a better apartment than that in a big city like Townsville. I've been saving up for something better. Oh yeah? So, what do you do for a living? Well, you're a YouTuber. I'm a streamer. Oh, no way, a fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, Blues. What sort of streams do you do? Well, I play video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna be real for a second, it's kind of good and it's kind of bad. Like, I like doing it. I enjoy doing it. But I wish I could find a way to, like, have people, like, tune in and watch it, you know? Get some high numbers. Instead of, like, you know, my reactions get, like, high views. My gaming videos don't really. So I would like it. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. Might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't but shake the feeling that you're being watched. Whatever's watching you has been doing so for a long, long time. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. I think we're being watched. Might be a skunk ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore? Yep, you got it. They died a few years back. That's okay. I've done my mourning. Life goes on, and we still get to live in our beautiful family home, just me and Gretchen. Could be a lot worse. I can relate. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. If it's alright, if you ever need to talk about things. Aw, thanks, Blues. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? So, in real life, I'd be here, but I'm kind of feeling that her mom was a little overbearing. Like, in game. So, honestly, I would say this. I was glad to see her go. By the end, she was nothing like the one who raised me. It had been years of this slow downward spiral, and I wanted nothing more than for it to be over for her. I'm so sorry that happened. I can't even imagine how horrible that would have been to go through for both of you. Whoa. That sound wasn't meant for human ears. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlethollow. There's no turning back now. Uh-oh. Okay, shit's about to get real. Okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not big into horror. So whatever happened is about to happen. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. There's something terrible out there, Stella. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. Okay, I gotta do whatever I can to keep Stella alive. Stella and Gretchen. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the fuck? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play it back. Holy shit. Guess it must be 2, maybe 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. Whatever it is, has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Do we... Let's follow her. Oh boy, this is not gonna end well. Alright, well, you follow Stella as she sprints to the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Aw, Gretchen. Oh no. Oof. We're gonna die here, oh god. We'll get you first. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh, that poor thing must have been one of Duke's. Jesus, still alive. Don't go near... Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. That thing's diseased. Don't worry. I'm not gonna touch it. Not with my hands, at least. Hey, I'm sorry that this turned out to be so grisly. I swear that's not normally like this. We can go home after I film this if that's what you want. Yes, please. This is way more than I bargained for. Yeah, this is unexpected, that's for sure. Let me just fill this for a second, we can head back. Ahem! It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? Warden Sam Hill, what are you doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie. What's wrong, darling? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? We're on the same team here. Duke. We both want to know what happened to Birdie as much as you right now, so we'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. We were on a trail when we found her like this. Whatever did this to her, I think we could hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, yeah! I don't want to be in one of your videos! No one needs to see me like this! No one needs to see Berta like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Come out, you son bitches! You son bitches! Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella? There ain't no sound, no something peaks like whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grows louder and more numerous, Gretchen finally restrains against her harness. Quick, they're closing in on us. Die for Gretchen. What the fuck is that? You dive forward and scoop Gretchen to your arms just before she managed to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it! Oh no! Your body hit the ground, and the quiet as the chaos fades, and the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen, Blues, Duke, are you alright? Woe is me, a postmodern Cassandra. I warned you two something terrible was gonna happen. I guess you did. Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Gretchen, here, I'll take her, my poor little pup. Thank you for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay? Oof! Oh my god. Oh my god, Duke, holy shit. Now, what the hell are we supposed to do? Duke had a hunter accident by himself. What are you even talking about here? Are you serious? We have footage of exactly what happened here. So it's a little dark and shaky, but you kind of make out that thing coming out of the woods. We could take it to the police. Duke's family deserves closure. Other people deserve to know what's out here. I don't trust cops. They always go for the easiest explanations, and in that case, that's me. They aren't going to entertain our little story about cryptids and tumorous growths when there's a stranger from the big city visiting town who was there to seek the murder, but was essentially out of frame when this supposed creature attacked. You're right. This whole thing is hard to believe. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. Lead the way. Looks like Duke managed to tag one of them before he, we should be able to follow that blood trail. Let's go while it's still fresh. Alright, shit's got real. What the fuck are these these things? Okay, these things look like those noodles in Elden Ring. As you and Stella push the DLC. As you and Stella push through the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Just keep running, just keep running, God, they're everywhere. Why are you singing? They're everywhere. I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. What the fuck is this? The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you're surrounded. More of those swellings. All the animals here have them. Or had them. They want us to leave, Stella. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have seen any of this. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We have enough footage. Let's just get the hell out of this nest before things get ugly. Just as you follow Stella in a mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest branches of trees and down the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. We're almost out there. As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops? After seeing that nest, call away. Be my guest. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha and 13 text messages. Okay, text her that you're okay. The message sits unread. Okay. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl. It's Stella Richmond. I'm up on a mountain on Asagina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Man, this has been such a crazy oh God, such a crazy night in the woods. All right, just pretend that reference didn't happen. Just pretend it didn't happen. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry, Jesus. Earl, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. Takes a little while, but eventually... Oh, wow, this dude hates me. But eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk two officers, Sheriff Huggby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being in the middle of the night. He wears his sunglasses at night so he can glare at me with utter disdain now. God, a Night in the Wood reference and a Sunglasses at Night reference. That's gonna bring us subscribers. See? Right there. A thing jumps out of the woods and then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a whole bunch of naked maniacs. What the heck is that? Some sort of crop circle? They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Stella gave in to their request suspiciously easily. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body. But for now, Sheriff Huggby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl, and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Blues. She came into town today for a funeral. Blues, as in... Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn. Didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady, if that's what your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Oh, poor Gretchen! Oh, no! Oh, my poor Gretchen! The cops usher you and Stella into the back of the squad car. You're just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Chef Hugsby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella. A worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugsby scratches her behind her ears. For such a gregarious person, Stella is unusually quiet as the car makes its way down the pitch-black mountain road. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at the top, but you feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. I guess we just... I don't know what to say either. Looks to me she's just got a bout of car sickness. Must be why she thought walking home sounded like a good idea. Guess whatever y'all saw out in the woods wasn't as bad as an upset tummy. I'm sure she'll be right as rain once we get back to the hill. Though she'd best try not to hurl in the meantime. We wouldn't want Franklin here to have work late cleaning the squad car. We're only a few minutes away now. You had better keep it together until then. Soon, the tumble and rumble of the gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement. The car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Bucksmolder. Sure, you're in town for the funeral. Good. Don't go leaving before then, I imagine. We'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us, so she doesn't get into any more trouble. You all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. And then y'all have a lovely evening. If any of the bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if you could walk home? That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them. I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. How are you holding up? How am I holding up? I mean, not great, but I'm more worried about you. I can't believe they just implied that you're a suspect. Even after we showed them all of that footage. Even after we found that nest. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get a clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they could blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There's someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. The place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. Probably. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. When you put it like that. Sure, let's do it. Awesome, let's go. Hope she's still awake. Blues? Jesus! Ooh, shit. You and Stella turn as she a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. You're finally back where you belong. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back, and the figure's already gone. Disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who was this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth? Forsyth? Okay, this is Blues. Is it okay if we come in? Mystical. You and Miss Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable, and you feel small and almost naked in her presence. There's something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. Then the moment passes, and you see only the woman before you. Of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you got me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. And you know what? That is a good place to where we cut it. A lot of creepiness. A lot of creepiness. But you know what? This has gotten far more interesting. So hey, this is Blues with Saturn Blues Gaming, and this has been Scarlethollow. See you guys on the next one. Until then, take care.